Good afternoon, everyone. Members of faculty, our wonderful guests, families, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2025. While we sit here in this magnificent hall, I ask you to have a look at the person sitting next to you. Go ahead, have a look. Chances are that a year ago you did not know them. A year ago, we were just names on a list, individuals arriving in the city, trying to figure out which bus went to the King's buildings. We came from different parts of the world. Some of us, like me, had packed our lives from working in the industry, while others had barely unpacked from their undergraduate dorms. But despite our different journeys, we all arrived with a shared vision, a vision to learn. Learn either to grow our careers or to completely change them, to dive into research, or simply for the joy of learning. Now, before arriving, I wasn't sure that how much one person could truly grow in a year, but now I think, and we can all agree, that the last 3 semesters have been much more than just 12 months. And our education didn't just start in the lecture theaters. It began much before that. It was in our accommodations, university halls, navigating this notorious Edinburgh weather, and the dark evenings that we spent together. It was forged in shared anxiety of midnight submissions, fueled by some excessive coffee, and the quiet comfort of knowing that we weren't facing this change alone. This spirit of mutual support was then carried into our classrooms, which became platforms for discussions and debates, often spilling into the office hours. And just like that, we became more than classmates. We were support systems. We were colleagues working on a group project, tutors explaining concepts to each other in the library, and often therapists talking each other down when that one simulation simply would not run. I'll never forget how, when a few of us were struggling with thermodynamics, a batchmate of ours booked a room in Nucleus just to brush up our concepts. This was because he used to teach the subject back in his home school, and well, he simply loved doing that. And that was the real curriculum. Collaboration, kindness, and the bonds that were formed by just knowing that we are in the same boat together. The spirit then transformed us, giving our dreams a direction. Working on those projects inspired us to solve real industry problems. Lab work inspired some of us to consider a career in research. A field trip to a distillery for me became a lesson in process engineering and how cool it could be. Now, stepping outside the classroom too, what a journey it has been. The thrill of climbing Arthur's Seat in the wind during our welcome week, treating ourselves with way too many hot chocolates at Upland's Roast, and the simple joy of Kaylee with strangers who later became friends. This city truly gave every one of us a bit of that main character energy. That's why even now, walking on these cobbled streets makes me look at this place with the wonder of a tourist. And of course, we did not walk this path alone. The audience today has people who laid the foundations for it. To our families, friends, partners, and mentors, thank you. You were the unwavering belief at the other end of a phone call. While this degree bears our name, your love and sacrifice is etched to its very core. So what comes next? As we transition from students to alumni, we leave here with a world full of possibilities. Some of us would be starting new careers, some will move on to do PhDs, some will work on their very own brilliant ideas, and some of us will take a well-deserved break. Whatever be your next step, let's be guided by the spirit of Edinburgh's very own James Clerk Maxwell. His work began by asking simple questions, yet refusing to accept simple answers. And in doing so, he turned simple he turned seemingly chaotic forces into a single elegant theory. Let that be our approach. Look upon the complex, messy problems of this world today, not with intimidation, but with courage, and to find solutions that redefine the problem itself for everyone who comes later. Class of 2025, we arrived here as individuals, but we leave as a network. We navigated the winding streets of the city and the even more winding paths of our academic journey. As we step out of McEwen Hall, let's step forward with confidence, kindness, and the courage to shape a better future. Thank you.